my friend. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Lana, and welcome to my brand new channel, Life with Lana. My channel is for everyone, men, women, young and old, and I'm going to talk about things that I think we all can relate to. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. But before I get started, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm almost 67 years old, and I was born in Japan. My father was born in West Virginia in 1930 in a very small coal mining town. He was the oldest son of 11 brothers and sisters. When he graduated high school, he only had two options: work in the coal mine or join the military. He joined the Army, and he ended up in South Korea during the Korean War, and that's where he met and married my mother. 3 of my sisters and my brother were all born in Korea, except for me. I was born on an army base in Yokoyama, Japan. My father used to tell us stories about America, and we knew that someday we would move there. He would tell us about all these great places to visit, and our favorites was Disneyland. We couldn't wait to go to Disneyland. We finally moved to California in a military community. All of my friends had a father in the military or retired from the military. And I had a lot of friends who were half Korean like me. So we understood the culture and the fabulous Korean food that is so popular now. When I was a little girl, I didn't do well in school, and I had a speech impediment that I ended up getting therapy for. One of my favorite things to do was art. I loved to paint, acrylics, oils, watercolor. I also loved charcoal and pastels, anything creative. And one of the things I wanted to do when I grew up was be a fashion designer. I used to spend hours in my room sketching designs. I also learned how to sew at a very young age, so I would make a lot of my designs. I would also make dresses for school dances and Halloween costumes. And for years, I made all of my daughter's Halloween costumes. One of my favorite things to do when I was in my late teens and early 20s is to go dancing at the disco clubs. Back then, they would allow people under 21 to go into the clubs. You just had to go to different areas. But it was so much fun. I loved dancing all night. I loved the Bee Gees. I loved Casey and the Sunshine Band, dancing to Wild Cherry, or anything disco, funk, or Motown. When I was 24, I got married. And on the surface, it looked like I had a great marriage. My husband made a lot of money. We had a big house with a swimming pool. Everything looked perfect, and I didn't have to work. However, it wasn't so perfect, and I eventually left him. When I was 32, I had my daughter. I was a single mom, so I struggled a lot, but I have no regrets. I have the best daughter, and I have wonderful grandkids, so that is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. My daughter and I moved around a lot, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it was the Army brat in me. Maybe it was I was always trying to find something and just could never find it. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to work it out. I started a business over 20 years ago, and eventually my daughter became my partner. And last year, we both sold the business, and now I'm retired. I'm retired now, and I have all this freedom to do whatever I want, but I'm not sure what that is yet. I had such a deep passion to be creative when I was younger. Unfortunately, when I talked to my father about being a fashion designer, he thought it was foolish. It was the stupidest thing that I could think of, that I would never make any money. And then I also mentioned to him that I wanted to be an artist. Same thing. He discouraged me, and he broke my spirit. So I think that now that I'm retired, I may just explore that. The only thing about fashion designing is that I feel passionate about is there is so much clothing in the landfills. It's a huge contributor to the pollution. So I don't feel good about that. So I need to explore some alternatives. Perhaps going to thrift shops and creating my designs around what I find. That sounds pretty exciting to me. And then also maybe taking a class in painting and rediscovering my passion for art that I lost decades ago. So I hope you go on this journey with me and we'll explore it together. Until next time, please come back and see me, and I'll see you later. Bye.